West Indies have laid down the gauntlet to England, telling them anything you make, we can also make it. We are going to chase it down. West Indies won the toss and asked England to take first strike in the first one-day international of this three-match series between the two teams. The first match coming to you from North Sound, the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium in Antigua. Hello everyone, welcome to the number one cricket channel in the Caribbean. I appreciate you joining us as we watch this match together and provide live commentary for those who are unable to watch it. I appreciate your company. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to our interaction during this match. We'll not necessarily be doing the entire match, but we'll, of course, be doing the start of the match, and we will also be doing the second innings of the match. So we should have some fun today, as this show will divide up into two. And for the West Indies innings, Andre Douglas will be joining me. I appreciate your company, as I said, and welcome to the show. West Indies have gone into the match with 6 batsmen plus Rust and Chase. Therefore, it means that we have 5 specialist bowlers, and Sherfane Rutherford is expected to roll over his arm if there's need be. Matthew Ford is, as expected, will bowl the first delivery, as he is about to move in now for the very first delivery. Ball to Salt, and it came back and he played it out to the man at cover, and there is no run. So there's a slipper backward point, a cover, and a mid-off. So the West Indies playing 11 is Brandon King, Edwin Lewis, Casey Carty, Shea Ope, Sherfane Rutherford, Shimran Etmaya. Yes, Shimran Etmaya is in the West Indies playing 11. I never had him in my playing 11 yesterday, but he's in place of Romario Shepherd. Over the wicket comes Ford, bowl to Salt, and Salt turned that into the onside, and there is no run. So he's in the team in place of Romario Shepherd. I did have Romario Shepherd in my playing 11. And they have also stick with Jaden Seals. I would have had Shamar Joseph instead of Jaden Seals. They stick with Jaden Seals, and I have no issues with that either. I do not have any issue with the team that the West Indies selectors have selected. I think this is a very competitive team, and hopefully, should Rutherford call upon to bowl, that he give us a good spell. Played away through the covers. It's running out toward the cover boundary. They will get there now. 4 runs. England up and running. The score is 4 without loss after 3 deliveries. So there was Salt just playing that away through the covers down to the boundary for 4. So it's a ring field. They have a slip. Then they have the backward point, the cover, and the mid-off. Mid-on, mid-wicket, square leg. And then there are 2 fielders on the boundary, a third man, and a fine leg. So those are the 2 fielders on the boundary as we are well on our way. So I'll go over the field placing again after this over. Salt Secker. Ford bowls to Salt, and he played this to the man at mid-wicket, and there is no run. So the field is a first slip, 1 slip, backward point, cover, mid-off. There's a third man, right round on. It's a very square third man. Then there's a mid-on, a mid-wicket, a backwards, a square leg, and then there's a very square fine leg or long leg, if you want to call him that. Ford is known for picking up wickets in his early spell. His 6 one-day international for the West Indies. Over the wicket comes in bowl to Salt. That one seamed back as the batsman played it to mid-off, and there is no run. So good movement from Ford. Has been very economical in his matches for the West Indies thus far. 6 matches, and has been probably our most economical seamer. That's Matthew Ford. I thank you for joining. I really appreciate your company, and I look forward greatly to our interaction. Lots to talk about. I know There'll be a lot of persons who are satisfied with the team. Ford bowled down the leg side to Salt. White signal 5 without loss in over number 1. So 5 without loss in over number 1, as that was down the leg side, as Salt looked to clip it, and it goes through to the keeper. So the next match is coming up at this venue on Saturday. Lots of cricket going on. The Guyana Harpy Eagle, they are playing the combined colleges and campus, and that guy Nandu made, I think, 115 or thereabouts. So Nandu made a century. Let's put it that way. So Salt circles. Ford bowls to Salt, comes back into him. Seam movement off the pitch. He covers up and played it into the offside, the field, that cover field. And after 1 over, England been asked to bat by the West Indies. They are 5 without loss. So 5 without loss after 1 over. The champion, good afternoon to you. How are you, man? Let's go West Indies. Yes, man, I agree with you, the champion. Merrick is saying good afternoon to the forum. Good afternoon to you too, Merrick. I appreciate it. Nice. Kirkamute, good afternoon to you, man. Good afternoon to you. You would have played Shepherd instead of Seals, but I don't want that Kirkamute. I would have played him too. And I hope you're not saying that you're not going to support Seals, because he's the one on the field. I would have played Shepherd, but not over Seals. I would have named my 11. I have 2 players in my 11 that are not in this 11. That is Romario Shepherd and Shamar Joseph. Instead, Etmire and Jaden Seals. And I really don't have an issue with Jaden Seals or Etmire playing. Let's see how the bowling goes. Theresa, how are you? Good day, Mr. Brown. I am locked in from St. Lucia and West Indies all the way. Indeed, Theresa, I really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate it. So they're taking a little while to get the logistic going. And that man, Brathwaite, again, is one of the umpire. And just as we think that we are ready, Seals then have an issue. Is that rain drilling in the background there? I hope not. So Will Jacks was at the 2018 World Cup with Athanaze. Seals bowls to Jacks, who played it to mid-on, and there is no run. The score remains at 5 without loss. So yes, Seals was one of, not Seals, Athanaze and Will Jack. Both of them were at the 2018 World Cup. Good afternoon, Cricket Forum. Good afternoon to you, Winston King. I support the current team, but I would not play Seals given his last outing. Okay, Winston, thank you for expressing your views. I do not have an issue with Seals playing. And I will tell you why shortly. Seals bowls to Jack, and Jack plays this to mid-wicket, and there is no run. In my opinion, and his performance have shown it in Test cricket, that he's a world-class international bowler. His performance have shown that. It is not like some players who we want to play who have not proved themselves on the international stage. Seals have proved himself in Test cricket. And I think that he will be making the adjustment to one-day international cricket. And you need to give him enough time to make that adjustment. He has proven himself to be an international performer in Test cricket. And I think that with enough games, Seals will be also a very, very good one-day international bowler. That's my view on it. It's a different thing in the case like someone like Athanaze, who have never proven himself in anything apart from that wonderful here at the 2018 World Cup and a brilliant regional season in 2022-23. Seals have proved himself as an international cricketer. He's over the wicket. He bowls to Jack, who turned this away down to fine leg for a single. The score moves up to 6 without loss. So I think that he will also prove himself in one-day international cricket. And the only way to do that is to have him playing more and more white ball cricket. Those are my views. Jay said, would you play Shamar ahead of Seals? Yes, I would have played Shamar ahead of Seals in this match, but I do not have a problem with Seals playing. All of those comments that you heard me, I said just now about Seals, it's the same way I see Shamar Joseph. I see both of them in the same light. I see both of them as the same thing. Seals bowls to Salt, who played it to mid-on, and there is no run. The score remains at 6 without loss. So those are my views on Seals and Shamar. I think both of them have proven themselves playing Test cricket, and they will be outstanding white ball bowler, but they need game time. Winston King said, I would have played both Guyanese, Shamar and Shepherd in front of Seals. Sheena Azel said, good afternoon, Mr. Brown. Listen, thank you, Sheena Azel. Welcome to the show. Seals over the wicket, bowls to Salt, and Salt clip this through the gap between mid-wicket and mid-on. Carter gave chase and they come back for 2. The score moves up to 8 without loss at the end of over number 2. So 3 runs from that over. Good start there by Seals. Salt is on 6. Jacks is on 1. Floyd Melody, good afternoon to you too. I'm happy that you are here and enough blessings to you. Acker said, we have to support the playing 11. Absolutely, Ackers. We always do that, and you will know that is something that I promote. We always do that, but persons are still, once, I don't think Ackers, when someone say that they would play Shamar over Seals or they would play Shepherd over Seals, I don't think that they're necessarily saying that they won't support the playing 11. I just think they are giving their opinions, and that's okay. So there's a short third man now. Over the wicket comes Ford, bowls to Jacks, taken on the pad as that one came back into him. The batsman looking to play through the onside, misses and taken on the pad. So the 5 I'm seeing on the onside and the offside now is a slip, a short third man, and then the backward point, the cover on the mid-off. Those are the 5 I'm seeing on the offside. So I assume on the onside there is probably a mid-on, a square leg, a fine leg, and a deep mid-wicket. I'm assuming that. I gave you the 5 that I'm seeing on the offside. Bowls to Jacks, who played this away. Brilliant stop by the field at backward point. That's Ruston Chase. Brilliant stop, and it's a lovely stop from Ruston Chase, as it was short, and although it came back in, the batsman played it away and he dived and he stopped it. Chase looks to be on his game today, and probably he's on his game because he knows that he's going to get the ball very early. Just teasing him. Ford over the wicket, bowls down the leg side, clipped away down to fine leg for 4. So that was angry, and Jacks just clip it away down to fine leg for 4. A badly lined delivery there by Ford. For the first time in the match, he missed his line, and it was clipped away. And these English batsmen, once you are offline, any at all, they are going to capitalize. As that ball undered in, and it clipped away down to fine leg for 4. 12 without loss after 2.3 overs. Matthew Ford, none for 9 from 1.3. He's over the wicket, bowls outside, driven, miss, goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. So he pitched that one outside the off stump as the batsman Jacks opened up to play through the covers, but it came back in and went between bat and pad through to the keeper. At no time it was challenging the off stump anyhow. Dan Dada, how you doing, man? Respect to you, Dan Dada. Up the people, hit the like button, get it up 100 likes quick and fast. Respect Dan Dada, always promoting the cricket forum. Ford bowls down the leg side, taken on the pad. Good work by Sheop, who skips across and stop it. The umpires indicating to his colleague, whoa, wide. I thought it took the pad, but he signaled wide. 13 without loss. I think he clearly asked Brathwaite, did it come off the pad? And Brathwaite said, no, it never touched the pad. Well, I thought it did though. I hope we'll see a replay shortly. Ford to Jacks. He's up, ball to Jacks outside the ash stump, driven through the covers down to the boundary for 4. So pitched up by Ford and Jacks into the drive and played it away. Beat the dive of the man at cover and it goes down to the boundary for 4. Lovely shot. Gerard Meade said, I could not disagree with you on your assessment of Seal's ability. Thank you. Thank you, Gerard. You could not disagree. Thank you very much. Thank you. Flight Melody saying, good afternoon, everyone. I'm here. I love one love and goodness. Blessed celebration. Ford bowls to Jacks. Better line, better length. The batsman played to mid-off and there is no run. That's where he needs to keep it. End of over number 3, 17 without loss, 4 2 overs, none for 14. So 2 overs, none for 14. So Seals expected to continue. This is good from Joseph. That's Alzari Joseph going over to Ford and saying, despite you have the 2-man and the onside boundary, keep that line. Keep on challenging the off stump. You don't need to be going for that wonder delivery. And I think, in my opinion, I think that's what Alzari Joseph was saying. Keep that line. 4th stump coming back in. Let him hit you from there. If he hits you from there, well, fine and done. But I don't want you to be looking for that glory delivery. Maybe those are not the words, but I just think that is something like that Alzari Joseph would have been saying then to Matthew Ford. Seals over the wicket, bowls to Salt, and Salt played this away in that gap between mid-wicket and mid-on. The fielder gave chase again. That's Carty looking a little stiff there. Nonetheless, he caught up with it as a batsman. Came back for 2, 19 without loss. Salt is an 8. Jacks is a 9. So Seals there pitching up into the pad and the batsman work it away and they got 2. Marvin Duane saying, good day to you, man. Good day to you. Gerald Mead said, however, I would have played Shamar because I am concerned about the negative psychological impact on him because of frequent non-selection. It's something that international sportsmen have to do with, deal with Gerald Mead. Seals, bowls to Salt, who played it into the covers and there is no run. As an international sportsman, you are not entitled to a game. It's a privilege to play. So while I would have played Shamar Joseph, that is something that sportsmen has to deal with because it's always a privilege to play, not an entitlement. And to play for the West Indies is certainly a privilege. So if he cannot deal with that, then he's probably in the wrong career. Anyone who cannot deal with non-selection, I'm not saying that they have to be happy about it, but you must find a way to deal with it. Seals, bowls to Salt, who turn this to the man at mid-wicket and there is no run. I would definitely not be happy sitting on the bench. Of course I would not. But as an international sportsman, and you have to deal with it. And if you cannot deal with that, as I said, you are not in the right. You are not in the right vacation. You are not in the right sphere. You need to find something else to do. Let's go win this. I agree with that. Angie Hanley, how are you, my dear friend? Nice to have you. Nice to have you. Is there a reason why Shamar is not being selected? No, I don't think there's any reason. His time will come. Seals bowls to Salt, clip this into mid-wickets. Nice stop by the fielder, dive into his left. Is that Brandon? No, it's not Brandon King. Who was that? Good stop there by Evelyn Lewis. Well done. And what a knock he played last Saturday. What a knock. Steve Russell, thank you too. Dan that I saying this not look good. 235 people's watching and only 28 likes. Fix that, please and thanks. That is true, Dan Dada. Yes, man. You must can do better. There's a thumbs up button below the video. Just click on it. It's free to click on it. So why you wouldn't want to click on it? Seals, bowls to Salt, played it into the covers and the bunks. The fielder field that cover and there is no run. Why would you want to click on the thumbs up button? And it's free. You click on the once. It doesn't take a second. You know, so why would you want to click on it, man? Show some love and click on the button, man. Fleming, how you doing? Good to have you here. Blessed love, Mr. Brown. Great job as usual. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Gerard Mead is saying, sorry for the delay dealing with bereavement at the moment. Our sympathies goes out to you, Gerard Mead. Seals in, bowls to Saul. Good delivery, played it to mid-off, and there is no run. Good start here by Seals at the end of over number 4. Just 2 runs from that over. 4 overs, 19 without loss. England being asked to bat by the West Indies after winning the toss. So England are 19 without loss after 4 overs. So Gerard Mead, we sympathize with you. We appreciate your support to the community, and in these challenging times, we wish you all the best, and we do hope, we definitely do hope that things will work out just fine, and you'll be strong at this time. You definitely need to be, you know. So we sympathize. Much blessing. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health, and do what you have to do. Be strong. But our heart goes out to you, and one love every time, Gerard Mead. So Samuel Burgess is asking the players, he's saying, blessed, Ford, over the wicket, bowls to Jacks, who leaves it alone outside the off stump, through to the keeper, and there is no run. Blessings to everyone. Come on, guys, bowl to the field that is set, and you will get wickets. That's Samuel Burgess. Thank you for commenting. Guru Creations, hello to you too. Jennifer Brown, how are you doing, Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Cricket Forum? Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here, Mrs. Brown. It's a pleasure. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Looking forward to see you later. Ford comes in, bowls to Jack, comes into him, and he played it to mid-wicket, and there's no run. Again, that ball seeming nicely off the pitch. I would love to see Ford, Matthew Ford, try to get one to, even if it doesn't goes away, but at least held this line and go through. You know, I would love to see him getting one. Maybe he just need probably some slight adjustment in the delivery action, or probably different grip. I used to have to use a different grip. Ford bowls outside, you have some driven in the air on the bounce to the man at mid-off, and there is no run. So there was Jock onto the front foot and driving a ball that again seemed back into him. He got the inner portion of the bat, and it goes on the bounce to Joseph at mid-off. Could he have dived forward? Was that ball in the air long enough for Joseph? What I would want to see is, where was Joseph when the ball hit? Is Joseph, you would not have been smiling if you were bowling. So don't smile. Ford bowls to Jacks, who played this to the man at cover and get a single. It was to his left, and it was well guided by the wrist, and it was to his left. And so 20 without loss. You know, what I want to see there is, where was Joseph when the ball delivered? Because if he was in that position when the ball delivered, he should have taken the catch. However, if he was on the move and then decide, you know, it's going to drop short, so let me prevent it from passing, I understand that. So I don't want to make an assessment before, but I know if it was Alzari Joseph bowling, he would not be laughing if a fielder didn't go for the catch. So I was sort of disappointed that he was laughing. 20 without loss from 4.5 overs. So, hello, Guru. Yes, Mrs. Brown, it's a pleasure having you here. Looking forward to see you in a little while. Glenn Camber. Did you take Shea Hope advice, Glenn Camber? Ford bowls to Saul, to play this into the covers, and there is no run. It's 20 without loss after 5 overs. 20 without loss after 5 overs. Glenn Cambry said that I still would have preferred Shamar and Shepherd over Carty and Seals. I'm not going to read those foolish comments in Glenn Campbell. You can't drop Carty. Or you going to drop Carty? How can someone drop our lead? He has scored more one-day runs than everybody else in the West Indies team over the past 18 months. And is that the man you want to drop? Don't bother the foolishness, man. I agree that Carty frustrates us. He frustrates the life out of all of us. He gave away his wicket so often when he should have made big score. But the man that have scored more one-day international runs for the West Indies over the past 18 months, you see him as the man that you want to drop. Get out of here, Glenn Campbell. Good afternoon and happy Diwali to all from TNT. Roddy Latu, big up yourself. Seals, bowls to Jacks, played it to mid-on. They go through for a quick singer. Carty beaten there. Was it Carty at mid-on who is beaten? Yes, probably a bit slow. Not probably. He was slow off the mark as that ball was played deliberately to him. And they go through for a singer. The score goes up to 21 without loss. Theresa Lawrenson is saying that we need a wicket, guys. Let's say Theresa, because I don't want to spoil up her name. You know, we need a wicket, yes. Seals over the wicket, bowls to Salt, who play this into the covers, and there is no run. You know, in the game of cricket, there can be choices. You could say, all right, I would play Shamar over Seals. Or I'd play Shepherd over Ford, or I would not have played Etmire, or I would have dropped Brandon King and used Shea Oak to open and bat Etmire at 4. Those are, even if you don't agree with those things, they are reasonable opinions to express. But when you're going to come with an opinion of to drop the batsman who have made more runs for the West Indies in one-day international cricket than any other batsman over the past 18 months. The man who made the most runs for us in Australia. I think the person who made the second most runs in Australia was like 50 or 60 behind Casey Carty. He made the second top score in the first match in Sri Lanka. He got a ducks in the second innings. In the second match, that happened to everybody. He doesn't play the third match. That man is a sure pick in the team. Over the wicket comes Seals, bowls to Salt, who played this to short third man. And the score stayed at 21 without loss. So Gerval George is saying, we are watching in Portland. Love the commentary as always. Thank you, Gerval. It's a pleasure. Steve Russell said that West Indies will win. Well, we are all here hoping, really hoping that they win, definitely. And Mrs. Cricket Forum is expressing sympathies to you and yours, family, Gerard Mead. So Mrs. Cricket Forum is reaching out to Gerard Mead in this time. Seals, bowls to Salt, played it again into the covers, and there is no run. So let me give you the field again on the offside. There's a slip, a short third man, a backward pointer cover in the mid-off. So Seals is keeping that length outside the off stump. 5.5 overs, none for 21. 21 without loss. Seals in his third over, 1 delivery to come, have conceded 6 runs thus far. Salt is an 8, Jacks is an 11. Remind you that West Indies won the toss and asked England to take first strike, and clearly saying to them, anything you make, we will do better. Seals bowl to Salt, cramping for room as he cuts this away into the offside and get a single 22 without loss after 6 overs. Salt is a 9, Jacks is an 11, Seals 3 overs, none for 7. Good start here by the West Indies. Wesley McPherson is saying, keep up the good work, Sparry. Guru Creation said that England will win. Guru Creation, welcome to the show, man. I'm glad that you are here as an English fan. Please share it with your fellow English fans. It's a pleasure having you here, and we look forward to the interaction and the banter with you. Donald Dada said West Indies all the way. All the way. Come on, Ford, don't mess up. England all the way, Guru saying. Robert Leon, it's not prudent to go into a 50 overs game with 5 bowlers. What if 1 or 2 of the bowlers are having a bad day? Robert Leon, that's a good point you made, and it's a risk. And they took that risk in the last one-day international against Sri Lanka, and they are taking it again here. So short third man, backward point cover, extra cover, as this is played away between backward point and short third man down to the boundary for 4. So there was Ford a bit short outside the half stump, and Salt just on top of that one and guide it away between the short third man and the backward point down to the boundary for 4. Just a little bit too much room there. Matthew Ford offering up there as he played it away. It's a pack offside field, as I said, the short third man, the backward point, the cover, the extra cover, and the mid-off. All 5 of them, they have dispensed with the slip. Yes. Matthew Ford moves in now to Salt. He bowls to Salt, and that's the line, that's the length. It came back into the batsman, and he had to play it out onto the offside as it jogged back in sharply off the seam, and there is no run. The score remains at 26 without loss after 6.2 overs. Yes, so Robert Leon, if you look at my playing 11, I had 6 bowlers, but they are going with Chase as one of the main bowlers, and you made a good point. We saw where India took this risk in the World Cup, and it served them right up to the finals as Ford bowls to Salt, and he played it to mid-wicket, and there is no run. However, in the final, it backfired because none of the 5 bowlers were, that's the one-day international final against Australia. A 6 bowler would have really been beneficial to them then. So it's always a risk. It's a good point to make, Robert Leon. At the end of the game, we will be able to assess it tomorrow morning. Ford bowls to Salt, who defends to the man at extra cover, and there is no run. So tomorrow morning, we'll be able to discuss it and in our review of the match and come to a conclusion if it was the right decision or was the wrong decision. And that's what review is about. I would want to give them the benefit of the doubt right now, but it's a good point to make. It's a good point. Over the wicket comes Ford, bowls to Salt, who plays a forcing shot to mid-off. The extra cover run across and covered it, ensure that they do not run. The score remains at 26 without loss, with 1 delivery to come in over number 7. Salt is on 13. Jax is on 11. I want to take a good look at Matthew Ford action, I want to take a good look. Samuel Burgos is saying, come on, ladies, we need your support. Follow the number 1 lady supporter, Mistress Brown. Ford bowls to Salt, who play this away through the covers down to the boundary for 4. I didn't like the effort of the field, that extra cover. I want to see it again. I think that he could have put in a better effort, but I would love to see the replay. I don't know if he was wrong-footed, but I would definitely like to see the replay. As let's look at this now. Probably he was wrong-footed. The camera never switched to it. I would love to see another angle. Probably this is a better angle here now. Oh, it was wide of him. It was Hetmeyer at extra cover. It was wide of him. That's why I said I wanted to see the replay. Why they are not playing Shamar Joseph? Roger Hines, I don't know, but I don't think there's any issue, because if there was an issue, they would not have called him back into the squad. Oscar Hall is saying they already have 3 Guyanese in the team. How many should they play? It's not RP Eagles. Shamar will play when it is time. Well, Oscar, you will have to front up to that. I just read it. They will come at you as Scar. Good afternoon. It's 50 over game or a 20 over game? It's a 50 over game. It's a one-day international. Rowan, Ramnath. Over the wicket comes Alzarri Joseph. Bowls to Salt, who clip this to mid-wicket. They show. So overthrow here. It was clipped to mid-wicket. The fielder shied at the stump unnecessarily so. That's Evan Lewis. And that look on Alzarri's face. Look at that look. He's trying his best to keep his calm. He's now shaking his head. Can't believe. Edwin Lewis moves smartly to his right and then pick up the ball and shy at the stump when the batsman was clearly in. No one was backing up, and it goes away for 4 runs overthrow. Have to do better than that, man. Have to do. But the batsman was clearly in. Even if the ball had hit the stump, the batsman was not going to be run out. Come on, Edwin Lewis. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Jacks, who played this away down to third man. The fielder from backward point on the boundary came across. That's Moti. Limit them to 2. The score moves up now to 36 without loss after 7.2 overs. No ball. So this is a no ball from Alzarri Joseph. So it's now 37. And Raja Ainsley said, Happy Diwali from Guyana, Carty will make a 50. Well, it's Happy Diwali. Happy Diwali to you all, those who are celebrating Diwali. I think Diwali is what? The Festival of Lights or something like that. And we don't have... Diwali is a festival of lights, right? Yes. This is a free hit now. 37 without loss. Alzarri Joseph over the wicket. York dug out bottom edge. Hope came from behind the stump. Field a single. The score moves up to 38 without loss. I wanted to make the point that West Indies have been bowling good in the first 7 overs. 7 overs for 30 runs. Good bowling. And then Elvin Lewis overthrew that ball. And it went for 4. You know, sometimes these little things kickstart an innings, you know. And that's the difference between when you have a man down, you keep him down. Joseph bowls to Jacks, who play this to the right of short third man. They go for a single, 1 more to the total, 39 without loss. You know, so these little things sometimes just kickstart the innings. And I hope it is not the case this time around. Philip Kane is saying, good afternoon, Carlton. Looking forward to a good match chasing. So far, the opening bowlers are doing a good job. I agree with you. They are doing a good job. Shirley Samuel, good to have you here. Good afternoon to you too, Shirley Samuels. Joseph bowls to Salt, who played this to the man at cover, and there is no run. The score is 39 without loss. 39 without loss. Gerard Mead is saying, that ball dropped well short of Alzarri. Probably smiled because he discussed with Ford about a plan that almost materialized. May well be so, but you and I know that if it was another fielder of Alzarri bowling, he would not be smiling. That may well be so, but you and I know that he would not be smiling. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Jack, who plays this to short third man. There's no run. The score remains at 39 without loss. The short third man, did he shy the ball at the stump again? When the batsman was clearly in, or he just faked that he was going to shy it? I would love to see a replay. Did he? Yes, he did shy it. God, there's Alzarri Joseph. Why do you need to do that? Come on. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Jack, defends into the covers. The field at short cover field at the end of over number 8. West Indies 39 without loss. Clearly, they need to rein in that man. There's no need to be shying the ball at the stump. It's a simple thing, you know. If you don't shy the ball at the stump, it can't go for overthrow. But if you shy it at the stump, even if it hit the stump, it will go for overthrow. So it goes back down to judgment. You're an international sportsman, you're playing cricket, you have to have judgment. If the batsman is going to be clearly in, you have to make that determination that the batsman is going to be clearly in because you're an international sportsman. And it makes no sense shite at the stump for whatsoever reason, for whatsoever psychological reason or whatsoever. It makes no sense. It's just like you're driving on the highway. Let's watch this delivery from Seals. He's in over the wicket, balls to Salt to it. This hop one over. It's gone a long way. The fielder running back. Brilliant catch by Alzarri. What a catch, Alzarri. Oh, what a catch. Brilliant work there from Alzarri. Stretched out and grabbed it. It stuck. Wonderful. Wonderful by Alzarri. Good work, young man. Good work. Well bowled, Jaden Seals. Oh, they cut it off and showing the advertisement. Well bowled, Jaden Seals, but it looks like a slower delivery. Great work by Alzarri. Great work. Well done. Well done. Shirley Samuel saying, your commentary is always entertaining. I switched from West Indies to yours. Well, thank you. That's a big, big compliment. I appreciate it. Done that, I say that the game just started and so many negative comments already. Support the team. Agree with you. Gerard Mead is saying, we appreciate immensely you and Queen Brown's support. Much appreciated. Thank you, Gerald Mead. Raja Hines is saying, it's not about how many Guyanese Mr. Oscar Hall. I told you they're going to come at you. Why is there not a big crowd in Antigua? The champion is saying, I do not know. People show some appreciation and click on the like button, send Dan Dada. Yes, please, click on that like button. Good afternoon, Jamor Smalls. Good afternoon, Cricket Forum. I'm watching for the first wicket. Well, we just got that first wicket. I'm not sure of the details. However, if it is that Shamar abandoned the team on the last tour, he should have been disciplined. Never, Isaac, I don't think so. The official release from Cricket West Indies is that he went home for personal reason. There was a personal issue. And he is in this 15-man squad. So let's watch Seals. Over the wicket, balls to Cox, and Cox drive to the man at cover, and there is no run. There's no issue. I can't see there's any issue. I tell you, Glenn Campbell, karting Australia was at the start of his career. Glenn Campbell, come on, man. Come on. Oh, man, I think... Thank you for the laugh, Glenn Campbell. I almost certain that Carty play about 25 one-day international already. Almost certain. So I don't know how is that the start of his career. Over the wicket bowls, defend on the offside. And even if it was the start of the career, say that it was the start of his career. It was sincere. So I don't know what you're talking about. Patrick Lambert said, I would like to see a 600 runs battle. The match will be very interesting with big total, but West Indies must be on the winning side. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, that is so true. Seals over the wicket, balls to Cox, beaten outside the half stump, well bowled by Seals. At that one, leave him. It came, it touched down, and it leave him. Magnificent here from Jaden Seals. 1 for 7 after 3.4 overs. Oh, brilliant. Look at that seam position. If you are watching the cricket, look at that seam position. It's absolutely brilliant. Wow. Wow. Brilliant by Jaden Seals. What a delivery. Cox is yet to score. Jax is on 18 from 21 deliveries. West Indies winning the toss and asks England to bat. There's a slip backward point cover mid-off. Seals over the wicket, bowls to Cox. Cox edge it wide of short third man. Down to the man and the third man boundary and they get a single. The score moves up to 40 for 1. Kenneth King, how are you doing, man? Big up my commentator from Atlanta, Georgia. Fans, welcome to the show, man. Frank McCoon think that Shepherd need a rest. His length was terrible, but his batting was okay. Mikel, yes, what a catch. Theresa is saying, good catch. Over the wicket comes Seals, bowls to Jacks, who defends back down the pitch to the ball and field, and there is no run. So after 9 overs, England 40 for 1. Jaden Seals picking up a wicket there. His first wicket in 4 matches. 1 for 8 after 4 overs. So match of 4, none for 23 from his 4. Seals 1 for 8 from his 4. And Alzarri Joseph 1 over, went for 9 runs. It was indeed a splendid catch, Theresa. Steve Rasul said, I switched from the English commentators to you. I enjoy listening to you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Samuel Burgess believes that Glenn Campbell should be dropped from the team. He talks too much and make little runs. Lol. Well done, Samuel Burgess. Big up. I love that. That's sweet. You hear that, Campbell? You need to make some runs, man. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Cox, who turned this away down to fine leg for 4. Let's watch the signal. Leg by. So leg by there. Go away for 4, leg by, 44 for 1. Leslie Reefer, there is a standing umpire. As that one was Andrew and Cox turned it away. Cox is also a part of the England test team, that test squad that will be touring England. So I think James Simmet, the regular wicket keeper, is on paternal leave. So Jamie Cox. Cock. Joseph ball to Cock, and Cock played it out into the offside, and there is no run. Frank McCoon said, at last the selectors got it right. Shepherd was leaking runs since the World Cup. Okay, Frank McCoon. My brother, since Tony Kozia, we never had an exciting commentator like you, and you're taking wickets too. Okay, Frank McCoon, thank you. So we're on over number 10. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cock. Joseph ball to Cock. Cock drive, stopped in the covers. Never really got it in front of him there as it ballooned off Etmire, and they got a single. The score moves up to 45 for 1. So there was Cock driving that one into the covers. Etmire came across, but they didn't quite stop it. And it goes through, and they go through for a single. West Indies won the toss, asked England to bat first. After 9.3 overs, England are 45 for 1. So there's a poll in the live chat, how many England will make. Hope you can vote on that poll. Over the wicket comes Joseph, bowls to Jacks, and Jacks plays it back down the offside of the pitch, the bowler field, and there is no run. So can you imagine? There's a Cock and Jacks. Cock and Jacks are batting. Wow, interesting. I said Cock. Oh, Cox. It's Cox. Oh. Anyway, Jacks is it. Joseph bowls to Jacks, defend out into the offside, cushion it nicely, beat the fielders in the circle, and they go through for a single. The lack of pace as he cushion it, and just as the ball come to him, he just relax the wrist and let it drop, and they go through for a single. So one more to Jacks. The score will move up now to 46. Anthony Massive, It Cricket TV. How you doing, Anthony? Oh, another massive hit TV. Sorry. Joseph bowled to Cox, who turned it into the offside and the onside, and there is no run. The score remains at 46 for 1 at end of over number 10. Just 2 runs from that over and the 4 leg by making it 6, but nonetheless a decent over from Alzarri Joseph. 2 overs, none for 11. So Cox is on 2 and Jacks is on 19. England, after 10 overs, are 46 for 1, being asked to take first strike by the West Indies. So another massive hit TV saying, good afternoon, Sir Carlton. Good afternoon to you too. Appreciate you being here. You see, you, Mrs. Cricket Forum, you're not easy, you know. You are not easy at all, you know, Mrs. Cricket Forum. Not easy at all, eh? You're not easy, man. Yeah. So 7% of you think that they'll make over 350. And 47%, almost half of you don't think they'll make 280. Very interesting. Very interesting. So that's the end of the power play. Seals over the wicket, bowls to Jacks. Jacks played it into the covers and there's no run. So there's a backward point cover and a mid-off now. Those are the 3 on the onside. The score stays at 46 for 1. 46 for 1, the score stayed. So the current run rate is just about 4.5. It's a risk playing. So that's the West Indies playing the 11th there on the screen. Seals bowls to Jacks, who played it down the offside of the pitch. The bowler covers it and allow extra cover to come in and field, and there is no run. The score remains at 46 for 1 after 10.2 overs. Patrick Lambert, where is he? Stephen Roach, I miss your comments. Are you in the USA campaigning? Yeah, we miss Stephen Roach, you know. Really miss Stephen Roach. You know, persons like Stephen Roach and Glenn Campbell, they give us a laugh, you know. Seals. Over the wicket, balls to Jacks. Hit this high in the air. Who is underneath it? Who is underneath it? Took the catch on the... Oh, Moti there. As Joseph tried to close them, but Moti took the catch. He bubbled it a little, but he's out gone. Seals picking up his second wicket, and Jacks goes for 19. Caught by the bowling of Moti. Caught by Gudakesh Moti off the bowling of Jaden Seals. He's gone for 19 from 27 deliveries. Seals picking up his second wicket. As Cox looked to play that one in the onside, it leaves him. He got the outer portion of the bat. It went high in the air. And although Alzarri Joseph was in the vision of Gudakesh Moti, he took the catch. And Seals picked up his second wicket. And it is something that I've always coached. I have always coached it when I'm coaching youngsters. When the ball go high in the air, and more than one person can take the catch, there must be somebody who is calling, not the player that is taking the catch. Like, say, for example, the captain, who in this case is a wicket keeper when it goes to mid-on. Shea Hope should have been saying, and this is what I coach, and I hope they'll hear and they will practice it moving forward. Shea Hope should have been saying, Moti catch, Moti catch. And Alzarri Joseph should have stayed out of his vision. I know that there's a theory that you should get close in case it bubble. There's also that theory. But I prefer the field that stay out of the other person's vision. I prefer that one. I absolutely think that you are going to take more catches than you drop once you do not have someone in your peripheral vision. That's my theory. So Philip Kane said, let's watch now. Bethel faces up Driven. This young man is from Barbados, I think. Was he born? Where was he born? Barbados? Bethel. So the new batsman is Bethel. He's highly thought of. He's highly rated. He's also in the test squad. You know, but he's very highly rated. I think he's from Barbados. I know somebody in the chat will tell. He's definitely from the West Indies. The exact country, there's that coming again. The exact country, I think it's Barbados. Seals over the wicket, ball to the left-handed Bettelul allows it to go through, and there is no run. The score remains at 46 for 2. So Jaden Seals, 4.5 overs, 2 for 8. 4.5 overs, 2 for 8. One delivery to come in over number 11. Cox is on 2. Cox is on 2, and Bettel is on 0. Let's watch Seals now. As he comes in over the wicket to the left-handed Bettel, beaten outside the off stump. He probably drew the bat away at the last moment. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Nonetheless, at the end of over number 11, 46 for 2 after being asked to bat first. Jaden Seals, 5 overs, 2 for 8. Good going here by Jaden Seals. So Philip Kane saying that resting Joseph after the World Cup was a good idea. His performance working good for him. All right, thank you for your views, Philip Kane. But was he rested immediately after the World Cup? Didn't he go to England though? So Philip Kane is confirming that yes, Bettel was born in Barbados. Thank you very much, Philip Kane. 2 wickets down, 8 more to go, said Theresia. I think Theresia is from St. Lucia or St. Kitts? Where's Theresia from again? Let's watch Alzari. He's over the wicket, balls to Cox, who played it back to the ball outfield in his follow through, and there is no run. The score remains at 46 for 2. Today's Jaden's day. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope it's a West Indies day. Let's hope that is the entire team day. You know, it was a brilliant catch by Alzari Joseph. That first one, he turned, he ran back, and he stretched out his hand, and it stopped, and it was a brilliant catch. So the field I'm seeing here for Cox as Joseph moves in now, bowls to him outside the off stump. He cuts it away. Work for the field and the third man boundary who misfield, and it goes into the boundary for 4. Oh, Jaden Seals. Oh, come on, Jaden Seals. You have to do better, man. I know it's not deliberate. I know you feel embarrassed, but you have to do better. Have to, man. He just passed him and going to the boundary for 4. Oh, he didn't cater for the turn. That's inexperience. 50 for 2 after 11.2 overs. Alzari Joseph will be heated under the collar right now. He's over the wicket, balls to Cox, defend down the offside of the pitch, and there's no run. The score remains at 50 for 2 after 11.3 overs. Bad miss there by Jaden Seals. You know what, boy? Joseph took such a fine catch of Jaden Seals bowling. And our ball played down to third man, and he'd never catered for the turn. Inexperience. And the thing about it, you know, he could have given himself a little more time by probably circling the ball instead of cutting to it. But those are, as I said, as an international sportsman, your judgment has to spot on. Joseph bowls to Cox, who played it down to Seals. This time we picked it up cleanly. Give him a clap. He picked it up cleanly this time, so give him a clap. 51 for 2 after 11.4 overs. Goodwin Brown is asking, Mr. Brown, where do you find the cricket live? I think ESPN Caribbean. ESPN Caribbean. That's in the Caribbean. If you are watching in the United States, I know that persons like Mr. Casanova and so on, they know, yeah, man. He knows everywhere to get it, everywhere. Any country you are watching from, just put it in the chat, and someone in the chat will tell you. Joseph bowls to Bettel, turn this to the man at mid-wicket. There is no run. The score remains at 51 for 2. Samuel Burgrass is saying, agree with you. 100. It's better for the player coming into the catch than the player running to the catch when there are two players going after the catch. Thank you very much. Let's watch Alzari Joseph as he comes in over the wicket, balls pulled away, down to the man on the backward square leg boundary. Seals make a good stop again. He underarm it to the keeper, and there's one run. The score is 52 for 2 after 12 overs. Delroy Morrison. Oh, lovely. I love that. Mr. Brown, how are you? Did you get your chores done today? Mr. Brown not going to pardon you today. Yes, I am. Yes, man. Everything is done today. Everything is done today. I take care of business. I went to the office earlier, spent a few hours at the office. And so everything is all right today, man. Everything. Thank you, Delroy Morrison. Everything is okay today. Everything is okay, man. I appreciate it, Delroy. Yeah. But yeah, you want to beat me, Delroy Morrison? So Budakesh Motito comes into the attack now. I would have given Seals another. Only have given Seals another over. 5 overs, 2 for 8. He bowled 3 overs up front and then he switched around and bowled another 2 overs. I would have given him another over. He have gotten 2 wickets. Why hold him back? I would have given him another over, most certainly. Budakesh Moti has moved up to second in the T20 ranking, bowls to Bettel, who played it down to long on for a single. The score moves up to 53 now for 2. Yes, so Budakesh Moti is now the number 2 ranked T20 bowler in the world. Well done, young man. Congratulations. He will soon be number 1, hopefully. But I like that, Delroy Morrison. I like the banter. I appreciate it, man. Nice. Stephen Russell, thank you. I hope I'm not foolish though. Thank you very much. You know, it's one thing to be funny, but then it's another thing to be foolish. Multi balls to Cox, who played it to mid-wicket, and there's no run. To Cox, and there's no run. Cock. Multi balls to Cock, who swept this away, down back with a square leg into the boundary for 4. So that was going down the leg side, and he just helped it on his way down to the backward square leg boundary for 4 more. And so the score will now moves up to 57. 57 as Moti strayed outside the leg stump, and the batsman just sweeping it away down to the backward square leg boundary for 4. England 57. 57. 53. Why did I thought they were 53 before? Moti comes in, bowls to Cock, who played it to the man at extra cover, and there is no run. So my apology. Oh, yes, they adjust it now. So I was right. They adjust it now to 57 for 2. 57 for 2. Moti bowls defend into the onside in that gap between the short fine leg and the mid-wicket, and they will go through for a single as Bethel comes into strike. He's on 2 from 6 deliveries, 58 for 2 after 12.5 overs. I just think that I would have given Jaden Seeds another over. Budakesh Moti bowls over the wicket to Bethel, who played this away down to the field on the cover boundary for another single. The score moves up now to 59 for 2. So Cock comes back into strike. Is it the end of the over? It's probably the end of the over as they are showing this advertisement. So Patrick Lambert is saying that he was born in Barbados and left for Warwickshire at the age of 12 years. Thank you, Patrick. Dan Dada is saying 360 people, 78 likes. That no look good at all, Dan Dada. That is true, man. We need to have at least 300 likes here. Stephen Russell is saying, time to get rid of Cock. It's Cox. It's Cox. Joseph bowled to Bethel, who drives down to mid-off. There's no run. The score remains at 59 for 2. It's Cox, not Cock. Cox. Wilson Man said, I would have had Seals bowl until he completed 7 overs. No issue with that. I would have definitely given him another one. He bowls 5 overs, 2 for 8, and got a wicket and got 2 wickets. So I would have given him at least another one. You said 2. I don't have any issue with that, but I would have given him at least one more. Joseph over the wicket, short. Bethel pulled this away down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. So that was short, and Bethel just pulling it away down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4, as England moves up now to 63 for 2 in over number 13. Short by Joseph, and Bethel quickly onto it and pulled it away down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. Sherwin, good afternoon, man. Good to see you. Josh. Good to see you, Sherwin. Glenn Camber is here. We haven't seen Stephen Roach, but good to have you here. Good to have you here. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Bethel, short again. He pulls again down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4 more. Joseph, love that shot. Alzarel, Joseph, definitely love that shot. Bethel moves up now to 11. The score is 67 for 2. 2 consecutive short delivery. Bethel pulled it away. And if you should know that is probably Bethel's favorite shot. Let's see what he's going to do now. Will he give him a quicker bouncer? Let's see. Let's see if Alzarel Joseph is going to give him a quicker bouncer now. So let's see. Joseph over the wicket. Bowls and he drives straight to the man at backward point on the bounce. There's no run. Better line there by Alzarel Joseph. 67 for 2 in over number 13. So Sherwin is saying, good afternoon. This batting lineup from the West Indies is good from 1 to 10. Steve Russell is saying, come on, Joseph, no short ball. Over the wicket, bowls to Bethel, edge, down to third man, 4 more. Better delivered here, unlucky from Joseph, as Bethel was into the drive. It peeled off the outer portion of the bat. It was a very thick edge, and it raced away down to the third man boundary for 4. As he was looking to play that much squarer, and it got the outer portion of the bat and beat the third man to his right and into the boundary for 4. So 4 more there. So 12 runs off this over thus far. 71 for 2. Joseph, 3.5 overs, none for 29. As he's over the wicket, bowls to Bethel, short defense, guided to the right of backward point, to the left of third man, Matthew Ford, who came in, sends the return to Ope. They get a single. The score is 72 for 2 after 14 overs. Cox is on 12 and Bethel is on 16. The run rate now have moved up to 5.14. Remind you that West Indies won the toss and asked England to take first strike. So after winning the toss and asked England to take first strike, they are 72 for 2 after 14 overs. Both wickets going to Jaden Seals. First to go was Phil Salt, magnificently caught by Alzarel Joseph, running back at mid-off. He was gone for 18 from 29 deliveries, 3 fours. Then Will Jacks was caught by Gudakesh Moti, beaten by a slow one from Jaden Seals as he skied it in the air. He made 19 from 27 deliveries, 2 fours. As Moti bowls to Bethel, who played this down to long on for a single, the score moves up to 73 for 2. So these two came to the crease with the score on 46 and have so far added 27. They have added 27 for the third wicket. Moti round the wicket, bowls to Cox. Cox, who played it into the field offside for no run. The score remains at 72 for 2. So 72 for 2. Moti bowls to Cox, driven back to the bowler who field, stopped it, never picked it up cleanly, but they got a singer. They got no run, sorry. Let's see now as Moti bowl to Cox, and Cox play that into the offside, in the gap between backward point and extra cover. Edmeyer stopped it with his foot. They get a singer. The score moves up to 74 for 2. Philip Kane is saying, if Joseph don't bounce, I would say he not feeling good. Lol. Moti over the wicket, bowls to Bettel, who played it to mid-wicket. No run. The score remains at 74 for 2 after 14.5 overs. That run rate just now come below, you could say 4.99. Moti over the wicket, bowls to Cox, who played it down the onside of the pitch, and he moves across smoothly field at the end of over number 15. England been asked to take first strike, or 74 for 2. So that's the drinks break, 74 for 2. I gave you a run through the England batting just now. Now I'll do the West Indies bowling. Matthew Ford, 4 overs, no maiden, none for 23. Jaden Seals, 5 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 8. Alzari Joseph, 4 overs, no maiden, none for 30. Gudakesh Moti, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 9. There's a West Indies team on the screen. The English team is Phil Salt, Will Jocks, Jordan Cox, Jacob Bettel, Lima Livingston, Sam Curran, Dan Mosley. So both Mosley and Bettel are making their debut. Jamie Overton too. Is it Jamie Overton one-day international debut? It could be, and I think it is his debut too. So, and Jafra Archer, Adil Rashid, John Turner. There are a lot of debutants. John Turner, Jamie Overton, Dan Mosley, and Jordan Cox. Are they all making their debut? Somebody was listening to the commentary. I think I've never seen those 4 names yet in an England shirt. So someone, could you just tell me? So Theresa is saying, I'm a born Lucian. Respect. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, my friend. Panda, stop. You are dead wrong. So Patrick Lambert, what is happening now to Patrick Lambert and Panda? Sir Viv Richards and Richards are captain the West Indies team, plus the contribution of Sir Andy Roberts and Sir Curtly Ambrose. It starts. What did Panda say, Patrick Lambert? It probably have passed me by. Stephen Russell think that we should bring back Ford in the attack. What do you think? Ford bowled 4 overs. Or is it time for would you try Chase? Would you try Chase? Ford, we do go back to Ford. What are your views? You know, I'm Stephen Russell. I like those type of things, you know, and I like to see the audience. What would you do now if you are the captain? If you are the captain, who will you be bowling now? I would definitely take Alzari out, 4 overs, none for 30. Who would you be bowling from Alzari in? Gudakesh Moti is going to bowl 5 on the trot for me, unless they take him out. Who would you bring from Alzari in? Wilson Mans is saying, Alzari cannot afford to be this expensive at this stage of the innings. We definitely need him to be a little tighter. Definitely. Daniel Providence. Thank you, Daniel Providence. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Michael Douglas believes that Lewis will be scoring a next century today. So Chase, is it that is coming back into the attack? Oh, so Wilson's, he was strolling. Ah, I see. Okay, Chase over the wicket, balls to Cox, play that in the air to short, fine leg, and there's no run. So Cox is on 13 from 20 deliveries. So West Indies is balls to Cox again, who play this away down to long on for a singer. He will move up now to 14. Bethel is on 17. He comes into strike. Bethel. West Indies won the toss, 75 for 2. I thought Panda was trolling. He said Antigua should not be a part of Cricket West Indies because they have never produced any players who contributed much to cricket. Yes, you are probably right. He was probably trolling. So there's a long on and a deep mid-wicket for Bethel as Chase round the wicket, bowls to Bethel, who play this away down to the field and the cover boundary for a single. The score moves up now to 76 for 2. Fleming is saying that Chase will be his choice. The thing about it though, Fleming, you spoke when he started bowling, or probably I just saw your comment. I don't know. Chase, ball to Cox, wide down the leg side, signal now, 77 for 2. That was really a nothing delivery from Chase. That alignment was way off. Absolutely way off. Chase, ball to Cox, and Cox played this down the inside of the pitch, beat the ball as he came across. Bethel ensure that he doesn't get to the ball. That is ruthless from Bethel. I don't have an issue with that. Take the single, of course. The score moves up to 78 for 2 after 15.4 overs. No issue there for what Bethel did just now. Gerard Mead is saying Alzari didn't affect Moti's vision during that catch. A short cut away to backward point, and there is no run. Winston King is saying Alzari Joseph has to be better than this. He is our senior bowler and has to show better control. Agree with you, Winston King. Definitely need more control from Alzari Joseph. Chase bowls to Bethel, who played it away down to the cover boundary. There's one more to the total. The score moves up now to 79 for 2. Samuel Burgers is saying, come on, Chase, ruffle Cox feathers and bowl him lol. And Gerard Mead, the best thing in a very polite way, that if let me leave it alone, because probably the answer is going to ruffle your feathers, Gerard. So let me leave it alone. So 79 for 2 after 16 overs. Wilson says, if Chase bowls badly, I will blame Fleming. Moti bowl to Bethel, who look to paddle this as it goes away down to fine leg. The field that backward of square leg came to his left, and they go through for 2. The score moves up now to 81 for 2. This guy Bethel is a 360-degree player, you know, as he did the Dilshant ramp there, a version of it. Moti bowls to Bethel, good delivery, the covers up and played it to backward point, and there is no run. Oh, he said that they should remove Antigua from Cedar Bride because they have not done anything. Turn away into the onside for a single, one more to the total. Winston King is asking, where's the game showing in the United States? Someone could answer that for me. Look carefully. Moti ran into him. He didn't move from his position. Mix the bowling with space and spin. Moti bowls to Cox, and Cox played it down the half side of the pitch, and there is no run. Moti bowls to Cox, reverse sweep to the man at mid-wicket, and there is no run. One to come in over number 17. 82 for 2 with one to come in over number 17. Moti bowls to Cox, who driven this down the pitch. Moti failed to collect, and it goes away down to long off for a single, and the score moves up to 17. Gerard Mead, I know you defend Alzarri Joseph every time, but this is not something that you really need to talk about in a Gerard Mead. I don't see how you're going to say Alzarri Joseph was not in Gudakesh Moti peripheral vision. Or is it that you don't grasp the concept of what a peripheral vision is? It is not something that you have to talk about. No one is even blaming Alzarri Joseph. Chase bowls to Cox, who turned this to short fine leg, and there is no run. You are so sensitive about Alzarri Joseph that even when someone say that he was in the player peripheral vision, you want to defend that. Why are you so you're so sensitive about him that you're coming across wrong, Gerard Mead? You're coming across wrong, my friend. And as a friend, I have to tell you, 83 for 2. Chase bowls to Cox, turn it away down to long on for a single. The score moves up to 84 for 2. They say it, boss, we are friends, so I wouldn't take it personally. Oh, no, it's all right, man. It's all right, Gerard Mead. It's all right. But honestly, no one was blaming Alzarri Joseph. I was just making a point about what I coach in cricket. But he was in the man peripheral vision. That's just science, that's just biology. You know, you see 180 degree. 180 degree. Although you're looking forward, your peripheral vision covers 180 degree. It doesn't cover the 180 degree behind you, but it covers the 180 degree on the plane right across. So, one delivery to come in over number 18. 85 for 2. Chase over the wicket, bowls to Cox, who's off the back foot, and slap this down to the man at mid-off, and there is no run. So Chase have completed his 2 overs, none for 7. So after 18 overs, England been asked to take first strike, are 85 for 2. So Glenn Cambry is saying, Seals look like him shut me up. Then over to Carty. And Gerard Mead is saying that you got it wrong, boss. I'm not defending anyone. Okay, cool. Stephen Russell is not comfortable with 2 spinners at both ends. Why not Seals? I understand why they are bowling both spinners, and both are bowling very tight. But they are going to bring back Matthew Ford now into the attack. So Gudakesh Moti is out of the attack. So Matthew Ford will come back now to replace him. So Gudakesh Moti have bowled 3 overs, none for 13. I would have at least bowled him for 5 overs. And this is the beauty about this community. We can always give our opinions, but what we do, what we know, is just our opinions. We are just entitled to our opinion. Ford round the wicket, bowls to Bethel, who played it out into the offside. There is no run. The score remains at 85 for 2. That was straight to the man at cover. So West Indies continue to keep the score rate under 5. So we are continuing to keep the score rate under 5. I'm just going to check as Matthew Ford walked back to the top of his mark. I'm just going to check. So earlier it was 47% of you believe that England will score less than 280. Now it's down to 46. Ford round the wicket, balls to Bettel, strokes it to the man at cover on the bounce, no run. The score remains at 85 for 2 after 18.2 overs. Bethel is on 23, Cox is on 17. Ford in his 5th over, none for 23, have bowled 2 deliveries thus far. 7% of you continues to believe that they will make more than 350, while 32% believe that it will be more than 280. Very interesting. Ford round the wicket, bowls to Bettel, who drive. Good movement here from the field at cover. Brilliant. As he came across and on his knees stopped it from passing him. The score remains at 85 for 2 after 18.3 overs. Bettel remains on 23. Cox remains on 17. Ford, none for 23 from 4.3 overs. The run rate is just about 4.6 now. So we are in over number 19. Ford round the wicket, bowls to Bethel, who played this to mid-wicket again. There is no run. Tell me what you think about Matthew Ford action, please. I would like your feedback in the comment section. What you think about Matthew Ford action. I would really like to. Jared Me said, I look at the recent replay and I come to that conclusion. Check it out. No one is perfect. Well, I'm far from that. I'll be the first one to say so, Gerard Mead. Ford round the wicket, balls to Bettel. Down and one and slap this down behind backward point. Good movement from Seals, preventing the 2 as he sends the return in. 86 now for 2 after 18.5 overs. I've never pretend to be perfect. It's okay. But really and truly, we're really not discussing cricket when we're going there. And let's take it back to cricket, Gerard Mead. Let's please. Legendary Gerard Mead. Gerard Mead is a legend of this community. A real legend of this community. Gerard Mead is not only one who participates in the discussions, but he supports the channel financially. As Ford bowls to Cox and he designed the year, the fielder came in from third man. Casey Carty took the catch. Brilliant from Matthew Ford. As Cox went to pull that one top edge, it peeled off the top edge, and Casey Carty came in and took a nice catch. It wasn't all that straightforward. It wasn't all that difficult. It was somewhere in between. Work needed to be done. He came in and he took the catch, and well done. It probably bubbled just a little bit. Nonetheless, he held on to it, and England have lost their 3rd wicket. Cox gone for 17 from 31 deliveries. The score is now 86 for 3 at the end of over number 19. Philip Kane believes that West Indies is going to restrict England under 280. Winston King believes that Ford is chucking a little. Okay. Mikel said out. Yes, he's out. He's out, said Mikel. He's out. Another massive hit cricket TV saying, the England batting lineup doesn't seem to have any real depth. Curran bats at 6. I don't see them getting to 300. Thank you for your perspective. Another massive hit cricket TV. Appreciate it. Jed said, okay, no more Cox now. Yeah, he's gone. Ford bowling action is very good. He's not chucking, said Philip Kane. All right? So Philip Kane doesn't think that he's chucking. Sorry about the Winston King think he is. Philip Kane think he's not. Chase bowls to Bethel, who played this away down to long off for a single. Matthew Ford, who just got the wicket, came in, sends the return in. Livingstone will now come and strike. The dangerous Livingstone is the captain of the team, of course. Bethel moves up to 25, 87 for 3. Steve Russell said, yes, I said it. Cock must go. Theresa is saying 3 down, 7 to go. Chase ball to Livingstone, who played this to backward point, and there is no run. This is a wicket that we really need, you know. We really need this wicket. Glenn Campbell think that Ford's action remind him of Jermaine Lawson. Chase balls to Livingstone, who played it to mid-wicket, and there is no run. Livingstone flexing his muscles. As the run has dried up, the run rate came down now below 4.5. Chase over the wicket, balls to Livingstone, who just eased on the front foot and played it away down to the man on the long on boundary. They'll get a single. The score will move up now to 88 for 3. So Livingstone is off the mark. Bethel was on 25 from 29 deliveries. The left-handed Bethel, born in Barbados, Seckers, slips in. Chase bowls to Bethel, who played it out into the offside. The field that slip came across, flicked it from boot to hand, and there is no run. The score remains at 88 for 3 in over number 20. 1 to come. This is Chase's third over. There's a slip backward point. There's an extra cover. He bowls to Bethel, and he turned this to the man on the long on boundary, who came off the boundary now and sends the return in. The score moves up to 89 for 3 at the end of over number 20. Chase 3 overs, none for 10. So Chase 3 overs, none for 10. Matthew Ford 5 overs, 1 for 24. Jaden Seals 5 overs, 2 for 8. Alzara Joseph 4 overs, none for 30. Budakesh Moti 3 overs, none for 13. So that's the West Indies bowling thus far. The batsmen out for England: Salt for 18, Jacks for 19, Jordan Cox for 17, Jacob Bethel is not out on 26, and Lima Livingstone, the captain, is not out on 1 from 3 deliveries. West Indies have given up 8 extras thus far, and so that's the situation with the match. Bowls slash away by Bethel, down to backward point on the boundary, right to Seals again, and they come and they get a single, so the score now moves up to 90 for 3. 90 for 3 is the score. 90 for 3. Livingstone is on 1. Bethel is on 27. 90 for 3. Let's watch Matthew Ford now. 1 for 25 from 5.1 overs. West Indies playing 5 frontline bowlers. Ford over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, driven beautifully. Pass mid-on, work for the mid-on field, oh, catches up to it. That's Budakesh Moti, sends the return in. They come back for 2. The score moves up to 92 for 3. Livingstone is on 3. That was a pleasing shot by Livingstone. He just came on the front foot and he just guided through mid-on. Lovely shot. Nice high elbow. And they got 2. Never came right out of the screw, but they came back for 2. Good shot. Lovely shot. Good work by Ford. Bowls to Livingstone, who played this now to the field at mid-on, and there is no run. The score remains at 92 for 3. Gerard Mead, I'll send you an email here, Gerard Mead. I have your email address. I'll send you an email. Fleming said, I love the way Hope using his bowlers. Yes, I do not have any issues with it. Ford over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, short, pulled away, down to backward of square leg, straight to the field. That's Rutherford. The first time I'm seeing him since the start of the game. I can't remember seeing Rutherford from the start of the game. 93 now for 3 in over number 21, 20.4 overs. 93 for 3. 20.4 overs. Bethel, who's on 27 from 32 deliveries, he comes into strike. 4 choose to goes round the wicket, bowls to Bethel. In the air, chance again, caught at cover. Bethel goes, Matthew Ford, pick up another wicket. One more wicket. Matthew Ford picking up another wicket. As Bettel looked to hit that over the top, it peeled off the outer portion. Was that slower delivery? No, it was a fast. It was a seam-up delivery. Did it stop in the pitch? Could be. It was clearly a seam-up delivery. Brandon King took the catch, and so Matthew Ford got a wicket. Another wicket, and England in a spot of bother now at 93 for 4. 93 for 4. Jacob Bethel gone for 27. 3 fours, no sixes, caught by Brandon King or Ford. 93 for 4. One delivery to come in over number 21. Who is this coming out? This is the wicket that I really want. This is the wicket that I really want. Is it Sam Curran? You know, last year, was it last year or the year before? Last year. Last year. I'm trying to remember if it's last year or the year before. Because this is the third consecutive year that England is coming here. I think it was last year. Sam Curran walk out to bat in his shades. And it rubbed me the wrong way. It rubbed me the wrong way. Trust me. It rubbed me the wrong way. And from that, I always wish everybody success. But from that day, I just want him to fail. Because I think it was disrespectful to the Caribbean people. It wasn't a test glass. It was a shades that he walked out to bat in. And I'm glad that day that I run him off the pitch and he have not used it since. Ford bowls to Curran outside the arch stump through to the keeper. Wide signal, 94 for 4. It rubbed me the wrong way that time. So James Franklin, the bowling coach, talking to Rutherford, so maybe he's giving him some instruction. So probably we are going to see Rutherford into the attack shortly. But I would not go for Rutherford at 94 for 4 now. I would go back to Jaden Seals for at least 2 overs before. Ford round the wicket, bowls to Curran, who played it down the pitch to the mid-off field, and there is no run. It's 94 for 4 now at the end of over number 21. Gerard Mead said that if Matthew Ford is chucking, so too is a top Indian bowler. Theresa is saying, let's go, guys. Let's go. Yes. Gerard Mead is saying 2 poor fielding mistakes cost Joseph 8 runs. Agree? So he should be none for 22, not 30. But that is the nature of the game. Yeah, 2 poor fielding mistake, but nonetheless, he's still none for 30. I give you that, Gerard Mead, my friend. Yes, there's 2 bad, poor fielding mistakes. So Chase now to bowl his 4th over. Chase may well bowl out, although it's only 3. Bowls to Livingstone, who played it down the onside of the pitch. The bowler skipped across field, and there is no run. The score remains at 94 for 4. So we may well see Chase bowling out his spell. I think so. Chase over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, again played it down the onside of the pitch. Curran trying to prevent the bowler from getting across, but Chase pushed him out of the way, got to the ball, stopped it, and there is no run. The score remains at 94 for 4. He tosses the ball from Antoine. Over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, who whipped this away through mid-wicket. Should only be a singer, straight to the fielder. 1 more to the total. 95 now for 4 after 21.3 overs. Livingstone is on 5 from 9 deliveries. Sam Curran is on none from 1. I would be so happy if Sam Curran out for ducks. I'm telling you the truth. Carlton Ayman is checking in from the UK. Welcome, Carlton Ayman. We got this on the 260, saying. We got this on the 260. Round the wicket, Chase bowls to Sam Curran, who played it out into the covers, and he's off the mark with a single. It's now 96 for 4 after 21.4 overs. So the children celebrating, having a good time. What they call those persons in Jamaica, Jankunu. Chase over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, who is on the back foot and force it in the air to the left of mid-on, down to the long-on fielder for another single. 97 for 4 now after 21.5 overs. And England will definitely have to look to be rebuild now. And I think so. Do we go in for the kill and bring back Seals, or do we go with? I saw Franklin talking to Rutherford, and it's just me saying that it's probably telling him what he should bowl. Chase bowls to Curran, who played it to the man at backward point. At the end of the over, it's 97 for 4. Just 3 from that over, so it's none for 13 from 4 overs for Chase. Livingstone is on 6. Sam Curran is on 1. 97 for 4 after 22 overs. Mr. Brown, tell Joseph not to say anything to Ford. The young man is doing well. Don't need any coaching about how to bowl short. I don't think he's telling him that though, Vernon. I don't think he's that. I think you're bantering, right? I just think you're bantering. You know, I don't think he's telling that. But you would expect that from Joseph though, because he's now the leader of the attack. He's now the leader of the attack, you know. So match of 4 to continue. This will be 7th over. 2 for 25. Ford bowls to Livingstone, who covers up and played it into the offside, and there is no run. 2 for 29. 6.1 overs. So 2 for 29. We're in over number 23. Livingstone is on 6. Sam Curran is on 1. West Indies won the toss, asked England to take first strike. Ford bowls to Livingstone, who played this bad. Oh, well done. The fielder from mid-wicket came across and misses it, but there was a mid-on. But he came across to ensure that the batsmen don't run. So well done. You know, I'm going off the screen. And when the fielder from mid-wicket misses it, I never saw the fielder from mid-on at the same time. So it took a while. Ford over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, who dabbed this to backward point, no run. The score remains at 97 for 4 and over number 23. So good going here by Ford. So Vernon is saying that Joseph should not be coaching Ford, but as the leader of the attack, he's always going to say something to him. But I think you're trolling Vernon. I think Vernon is just bantering. Those are my views. Livingstone seconds. Ford over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, cut away. Wide of the field and the cover boundary. Work here for Lewis, who done well, picked it up, sends the return in. They come back for 2. The score moves up to 99 for 4 now. So that was short from Ford, and Livingstone cut it away down to the fielder on the cover boundary, and the batsman came back for 2. 99 for 4. England on the verge of going to 100 now. Livingstone is on 8, but he's capable of accelerating deadly. Ford bowls to Livingstone, and he played this down to third man for another single. Congratulations to England for reaching 100. 100 for 4 after 22.5 overs. Match of 4, 2 for 32. He's in over number 7. Good going here now. Good going by Match of 4. Remind you that West Indies won the toss. So Livingstone is on 9. Sam Curran is on 1. England 100 for 4. 1 delivered to come in over number 23. So let's watch this delivery. I will continue with Chase from the other end. Final delivery of his 7th over. Bowl to Sam Curran, who played this away. Good shot down to the boundary for 4 through the covers. Seals couldn't get there. It was a little short, and he played it away down to the cover boundary for 4. So the score moves up now to 104 for 4 after 23 overs. And I think that's the end of Ford for now. He has 3 in the back. He bowled 4 up front, and he came on, bowled 3, got 2 wickets. I think that's the end of Ford for now. Who will you replace Ford with? With Moti has only bowled 3 overs. Would you go back to Moti? Would you go back to Seals? Very interesting. Would you go to Rutherford to just try getting 2 overs? Or all 5 bowlers are bowling very well, so you're going to stick with them and probably go back to either Moti or Seals. Chase comes in, bowls to Livingstone, who played this in the gap between short fine leg and mid wicket. The fielder off the square leg boundary. Is that Lewis or is it Rutherford? They look alike when they are far away. 105 for 4 in over number 24. 23.1 overs have been gone so far. I've been bowled. What's your view on the playing 11? I'm comfortable with it. It's risky going in with the 5 bowlers, but I'm comfortable with it. Chase round the wicket, bowls to Sam Curran, who covers up and played it to extra cover, and there is no run. The score remains at 105 for 4. I'm on the Upperton tonight, said Carlton. Amen. Good. Yes, I believe that Joshua Bumrah, Shaheen Afridi, and Harris Ralph are chucking. Sam Curran played that to the man at backward point. There is no run, 105 for 4. Chase continues to bowl very tight here. 4.3 overs, none for 14. He just wants a wicket in that wicket column now. His slips goes down. He comes in, bowls to Curran, again played it to backward point. Again, he cannot score. The score remains at 105 for 4 in over number 24. Livingstone is on 10. Sam Curran is on 5. What decision will Shea Oak makes from the other end? Chase round the wicket, bowls to Curran. This time he played it to the man. Shy at the stump, misfield, backed up anyhow. Misses the stump. 106 now for 4. As desperate to get off the mark, Curran played it into the offside. Backward point came across smoothly. Shy at the non-striker's end. It misses the stump. He would have been tight. It would have been very tight there. 106 for 4 in over number 24. Livingstone now, it comes into strike. He's on 10 from 16. Chase over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone. Copybook defensive shot down to extra cover, no run. The score remains at 106 for 4 at the end of over number 24. So Winston King said that he believes that Joshua Bumrah, Shaheen Afridi, and Harris Ralph are all chucking. Fleming said, I said that Chase were my choice just before Oak brought him on. So to my friend, so sad he will blame me if Chase bowled badly. How he felt about my choice. No, Fleming, good choice. Who would you go for now? Back to Seals. Okay, I saw where you're saying that. Back to Seals. Patrick Lambert, I agree with you. I don't know where he is. So he's going back to Alzarri Joseph, who had bowled 4 overs. Seals had bowled 5. So he probably want to get Alzarri Joseph ahead of Seals. How many will you bowl Alzarri Joseph for now? So it's a third man backward point cover mid-off. Those are the 4 I've seen. I've seen also mid-on and a mid-wicket. Joseph bowls to Sam Curran, who plays the backward point, and there is no run. The score remains at 106 for 4. I don't think I'll take off Chase. I think I'll bowl out Chase. I won't take off Chase. I bowl him out unless they get to him, but I'll bowl him out. I would bring in Seals for 2 overs to join Chase, Wilsonmans. And Fleming said Seals too. The captain have gone with Joseph. So let's hope it works. Let's hope Joseph get a wicket or two or even a hat trick now. Over the wicket, bowls to Sam Curran, guided to backward point. No run. The score remains at 106 for 4. So most persons would have gone with Seals. Wilson Mans is saying, Fleming, your choice was commendable. Envoy 0.5. What time is it now in? It's about 3 o'clock in the morning now, isn't it? No, probably 10 o'clock. Is it about 10 o'clock in the morning now? Let's over the wicket, bowls to Curran, who played it to extra cover, and there is no run. I soon tell you, it's about 10 o'clock at night now in South Africa. That's right. Am I right, Envo? I think it's about 10 o'clock. Seems like the West Indies bowlers are all over England at the moment, just like our glorious South African bowlers. Yes, and South Africa won that test match against Bangladesh comfortable by about 300 runs or so. 200. Innings and 200 mash. Joseph bowls to Sam Curran, who defends and play it down to mid-off and get a single. 107 for 4. Good 4 deliveries thus far by Alzarri Joseph, only conceding 1 run, and he's pitching up the ball. He's hitting that hard back of a length. Let's see what Livingstone will do. Livingstone is dangerous now. Absolutely dangerous. He can go at breathtaking pace. Now, Odin Smith scored spanking 40 yesterday. 40 odd off just about 20 odd ball, but Jamaica Scorpions still lost. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, who played it to backward point, looking at single. It's not on. The score remains at 107 for 4. 1 delivery to coming over number 25. Fleming saying, thanks, bro. You're welcome, Fleming. It's a pleasure having you here. We really appreciate the interaction. We appreciate the company. So Aidan Walsh doing 12-man duty today. I think most persons in this community, 90% of the community, believe that Aidan Walsh should be on 12-man duty. You know, Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, who looked to play a forcing shot off the back foot, inside edge onto his pad out to extra cover. No run, 25 overs gone, 107 for 4. Livingstone is on 10. Sam Curran is on 7. Joseph 5 overs, no maiden, none for 31. Good over, just 1 run from that over. So after 25 overs, England been asked to take first strike, or 107 for 4. Envoy 0.5 odd point is saying, yes, it's 10 p.m. right now. Philip Kane is saying that if Joseph don't bounce, just bowl line and length. But as a fast bowlers, want the batsmen to smell the leather. Well, yes. So Chase to continue. I expect Chase to bowl out. I believe South Africa won by an innings and 275 runs inside 3 days. Yes, Patrick Lambert. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. The World Test Championship points table have been turned on its head. If New Zealand beats India in the next test match starting tonight, it will be very, very interesting. Chase round the wicket, bowls to Sam Curran, who played it to extra cover, and there is no run. You know that if India don't reach the World Test Championship final, it will be good for cricket. Round the wicket, bowls to Sam Curran, cut away, down towards the cover boundary. That's 96. Who is 96? Casey Carty, circuit, sends in the return. The score goes up to 108 for 4. Yeah, I know. Wow. I just marvel some. You know, I'm not bragging here, but I just marvel at the time, sometime at the things that I remember. I impress myself sometimes. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not boasting. Please smash a like on the video, as Dan Dada would say, and click on that subscribe button. Good performance this from the West Indies. Chase in his 6th over, none for 16. Livingstone is going to give him the charge sometime. He's not going to allow him to just bowl his overs like that. Bowls to Livingstone, who is deep in his crease. Beat the dive of Chase down to long on for a single. 109 for 4 now. We are in over number 26. Curran, who is an 8, comes into strike. If Chase can just get a wicket or two, that figure would look so good. 5.3 overs, none for 13. Round the wicket to Curran. He's in bowl to Curran, and Curran played this to short mid-wicket, no run. The score remains at 109 for 4. Carlton Ayman said, I think the wicket is getting slow. Wow. Round the wicket comes Chase, bowls to Sam Curran, who was shaping to pull. And then that ball you're probably right, because Curran was shaping to pull, and it appears the ball stopped on him, and he flat batted it down to long on for a single. It bunks away down to long on for a single. 110 for 4. One delivery to come in over number 26. Short third man, extra cover mid-off, wide mid-wicket, cut away down to the fielder on the cover boundary. One more to the total. They're looking for 2, but Seals done well. Sends a return into the bowler, Chase, at the end of over number 26. The score is 111 for 4. Nelson. Chase, 6 overs, none for 19. Livingstone on 9. With him, Sam Curran. Livingstone on 12. And with him, Sam Curran on 9. The children are having a wonderful time. Who is that cricketer? Who is that? There's a West Indies cricketer there, or there's also someone who's to keep the children going? So it's probably just someone who is to keep the children going. Good. This is good. Lovely young man. I appreciate that. That's nice. That's nice. That's very nice. So 111 for 4. Mr. Casanova said, I believe Aiden Walsh should be in his living room watching the game. Mr. Casanova, tell us where persons in the United States can watch the match. United States, Canada, and Europe. I know you always have those information. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, who covers up down the inside of the pitch. There's no run. The score remains at 111 for 4. Mr. Casanova, I know you always have those information. So tell us, if you're in the USA, Canada, Europe, where you can watch the match. Theresa is saying that we need more wickets. Yes, man, we need more wickets. So 4 just stretching there. Is he going to come back into the attack? He has 3 overs left. But why would you bowl him again before you bowl Seals? I'll go to Seals, definitely. Joseph over the wicket. Livingstone charge and slap this away through mid-wicket down to the boundary for 4. You knew it was coming. You knew that Livingstone was not just going to just stay there and allow the West Indies bowlers to bowl to him. That played away down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4 as he charged Joseph. He used his feet. He never quite got to the length of the delivery, but he swung through the line and it hit the bottom portion of the bat, not right out of the screw, and got it to the right of the mid-on fielder and goes down to the boundary for 4. So this will be a short delivery from Joseph. That's my prediction. Joseph bowls to Livingstone and good delivery. It came back into him. He played it to mid-wicket. They go for a quick singer. The return came in at the bowlers and backed up by Matthew Ford. 1 more to the total. 116 for 4 after 26.3. Livingstone move up to 17. Sam Curran and 9 comes into strike. Remind you that West Indies won the toss and asked England to bat. It appears, Vernon Farrell said, it appears as if Hope thinks that England needs to increase their scoring rate. Why would you say that though, Vernon Farrell? Over the wicket comes Joseph, bowls to Bettel, bowls to Curran, the left-handed Curran. Bettel was out already, and he guided away down to third man for a singer. The score moves up to 117 for 4. So Livingstone and 17 comes into strike. 26.4 overs have been bowled. This is Alzarri Joseph's 6th over. 4 deliveries, 6 runs out of this over thus far. Very interesting now. We need to get Livingstone. I think he's beginning to wind up. Joseph bowls to Livingstone, work this away down to the fielder on the square leg boundary. That's Jaden Seals who sends the return in for a singer. The score moves up now to 118 for 4. 1 delivery to come in over number 27. Sam Curran is on 10. Livingstone is on 18. Curran comes into strike now. So let's watch. He's into the left-handed Curran. Over the wicket, who took this to mid-wicket. There's no run. That was a short delivery, back of a length, rising towards his rib cage, and he up on his toes, tucked it to mid-wicket, and there was no run. The score remains at 118 for 4. Salt went for 18, Jacks went for 19, Cox went for 17, Bethel for 27, Curran is on 10 from 18, Livingstone is on 18 from 25. After being asked to bat after 27 overs, they are 118 for 4. Philip Kane is saying, wishful thinking. If the West Indies were to win the first 2 games, you think Joel Anjo would come in the 3rd match? Just asking your opinion. I think if we won the first 2 games, they will do some rotation. I think if we won the first 2 or lose the first 2, there'll be definitely some rotation. If it's 1-1, I don't think so. But if the result is either way, 2-0 either way, he will come in. There will be some rotation. Why Joseph? Well, I think that 2 from Joseph, then he's going to give Seals 2 now. Chase bowls to Livingstone, who just ease it down to long on for another singer. Chase dived across to his right, missed the ball, and it goes down to long on. 1 more to the total, 119 for 4. They are not going to... Are they just going to just sit back and allow Chase to bowl his 10 overs like that? I don't think so. This is not the New England. Is it McCallum, the coach of this team? Has he flown home? Yes, he would have flown from Pakistan straight to the West Indies. I think so. Round the wicket comes Chase, bowls to Curran, full delivery. Cannot beat Admired, extra cover, and the score remains at 119 for 4. 119 for 4, the score remains. Chase, round the wicket, bowls to Curran, good delivery. Played it wide of Chase, but straight to the field at mid-off, who, although they not picked up cleanly, the batsmen have decided against the run. The score remains at 119 for 4. 3 to come in over number 28. Chase, round the wicket, bowls to Curran, who's off the back foot, beat backward point, but it should go straight to the field and the cover boundary. Yes, it did. And 1 more to the total. 120 for 4 now with 2 to come in this over. I think at some time in this over that he will be going. That's Livingstone, I mean. Stephen Russell is asking why Joseph. Vernon Farrell is saying Chase over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, who played it away down to long on for a singer. He moves up now to 20. The score moves up to 121 with 1 delivery to coming over number 28. Sam Curran is at 11, comes into strike. Chase 6.5 overs, none for 22. Brilliant. Just need a wicket or 2 now to top it off. Round the wicket, bowls to Curran, who plays this down to long on for another singer. So they milk him a lot in this over. Then 4 singers from the over, but still good bowling. None for 23 for Chase from his 7 overs. Anyway, Joseph inspired me. He didn't bowl short. Commendations. Thank you, Vernon. Yeah, it was a good spell. How many come off those 2 overs? Was it 6? He started, was it 6 or 7? Joseph 2 overs. He bowled his first 4 overs for 30 runs and 6 overs for 38 runs. It means then that he bowled his last 2 overs for 4 runs. So not bad at all. Paul Andrews is saying, Mr. Brown, you are doing a great job. Keep up the good work, brother. I love to listen to your commentary. Vice. Respect, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Gudakesh Moti. This is a good decision to bring back Gudakesh Moti into the attack. He has bowled only 3 overs. And with only 22 left to go. And so he needs to bowl 7 more. I think it's a good decision. And we need 2 overs from Seals at some time. But I still think that Chase should bowl out. So all the bowling will be from this end. So I'll expect Moti to bowl about 4 now. Moti over the wicket bowls to Curran, who played it to long on for a single as the fielder from sharp mid-wicket could not prevented it from passing. Maybe Edmire should have just pulled out the slide there. Nonetheless, he did not, but it goes down to long on for a single. 123 for Ford, 5 deliveries to coming over number 29. So there's a slip now for Lawrence. Brandon King have gone to first slip. Gudakesh Moti, he will come round the wicket to Lawrence. He comes in, bowls to Lawrence. Lawrence on the front foot played it to the man at cover, and there is no run. The score is 123 for 4. I expect Lawrence to go anytime now. Moti round the wicket, bowls to Lawrence again, to Livingstone. Again, he played it to backward point, and there is no run. Not for one moment I want any of you to believe that Livingstone is just going to block. Moti bowled to Lawrence and he padded this away. Down to the fine leg boundary. The fielder is giving chase. The ball is slowing up. Good work there by Seals, who flicked it back to Brandon King, who was not aware of the flick. And although he dropped the ball, though, he limited them to 2. Good work. Magnificent work by Jaden Seals coming around from a backward square leg, and he gave chase and he picked it up at fine leg. A very fine leg too, and sends a return into the... No, he flicked it back to King. Short, bottom edge, no run. The score remains at 125 for 4. So he came around from backward square leg to a very fine leg, flicked it to King. King dropped it, wasn't anticipating it, but nonetheless restricted to 2. As Livingstone come onto the front foot and played it down to long on for a single. At the end of over number 29, Livingstone is on 23. Sam Curran is on 13. England were asked to take first strike by the West Indies, who won the toss, are 126 for 4. Moti 4 overs, none for 17. Hashrik Mohammed, you think Rutherford will get any overs? Maybe. It's likely that he will get an over or 2. What I thought, though, that if he was going to bowl, he should have bowled already. I do not want Rutherford to bowl to 2 set batsmen. Seals got 2 for 8 from 5 overs. You have to bowl out Seals, having bowled so well as Chase bowled. Cummins is 8 over, and it played away down to long on for a single. So Sam Curran moves up now to Livingstone move up now to the score not shifting over. 127 for 4. Livingstone is on 24. Curran is on 13. He comes into strike. Chase round the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, who drives with more intent this time. Down to long on though, another single. The score moves up to 128 8 for 4. Stephen Russell said, I think you could commentate on the official match. Thank you, Stephen. Over the wicket comes Chase, bowls to Livingstone, who played it to mid-wicket. Good movement there from the fielder from forward of square. That's Brandon King. Well done, King. Well done. 128 for 4. The score remains. Chase, over the wicket, bowls to Livingstone, deep in his crease, and he played it down now to the fielder on the backward square leg boundary. So 2 deliveries to come. At the end of this over, I'll take my break, but I'll come back for West Indies innings. But at the end of this over, I'll take my break. The West Indies doing a good job keeping the score under 5 runs per over with a strong England team. Theresa is saying, Moti, we need a wicket as Chase comes that one turn away outside the off stump through to the keeper, and there is no run. Fleming is saying, I hope do as well with the bat as he's doing with his bowlers. He's having a great fielding day. Sheikh Hassan said, why don't West Indies board pick a young and cap for the godson Aiden Walsh Jr.? So 130 for 4 after 30 overs. Yes, Dandara is saying, please hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button. We need to get at least 300 likes, 300 likes. I will be back with you at the for the West Indies innings. Until then, have a wonderful day. I apologize to those persons who are unable to watch the match and can only listen to the commentary. But you'll appreciate that I've gone for 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I have been the only one. So I need to have a break, and I know you want to hear West Indies batting innings. So until then, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. Apologize to those who will not be able to keep up to date, and continue to watch the match, those of you who can see it. But I'll be back with you for the West Indies innings. Take care now. Have a good one.